Hello everyone. My name is Priyanka Aggarwal, and today I'm going to talk about India's foreign exchange policies and how India has changed its policies over the years since independence and up till today. So we'll start our discussion from the independence era. So at the time of 1947, India was facing significant economic challenges, including like shortage of foreign exchange reserves, especially during the 1968 period when India experienced the balance of payment crisis. There was scarcity of currency, which led to implementation of very strict controls and regulations on the foreign exchange transactions by the government introduced Foreign Exchange Regulations Act (FERA) in 1947, and under that act, they had tight controls over the foreign exchange dealings, including the trades, the remittances, the investments, etc. Coming to the period of 1950s to 1960s, India followed a policy of import substitution industrialization. That is, they focused on the domestic industries to reduce the reliance on import. They did not limit the external trade, or they didn't put any strict regulations on the foreign investment, but they thought that the exchange rate system was also prevalent. So, where the Indian rupee's value was fixed against the British pound and later against the US dollar. So, that was the case of 1950s to 1960s. Coming to 1970s, the country faced economic challenges in this period, such as inflation, balance of payment crisis, the stagnation in the industrial growth, and these issues they prompted significant political changes. For example, there was devaluation of rupee in 1966 and again in 1971. The Foreign Exchange Regulation Act, it was replaced by Foreign Exchange Regulation Act of 1973, and this act aimed to liberalize the foreign exchange transactions to some extent compared to the previous act. Coming to 1990s, so up now at the time of 1990s, there was a turning point in India's economic policies. Okay, earlier they used to be more rigid. There were more strict rules related to foreign trade, but now there was introduction of economic liberalization and globalization measures. Basically, India was opening up its economy. The new economic policy of 1991, it removed all the barriers to foreign investment and trade. Government initiated this shift from the fixed exchange rate regime to a more floated rate where the rupee value is to be determined by the market forces, but RBI can intervene as and when required. So the Foreign Exchange Management Act of 1999, it was introduced and it replaced the FERA Act, and it reflected that India wanted to move towards a more liberalized and transparent foreign exchange regime. Coming to the recent years now, um, today India is focusing on enhancing its foreign exchange reserves, which have grown substantially to provide a stability and a cushion against the external shocks. The RBI plays a very important role in this. They manages these reserves. They maintain an appropriate exchange rate policy to support the India's economic objectives. So basically, throughout these years, there were several factors that influenced India's foreign exchange policy, and these included the economic crisis, the balance of payment dynamics, the global trade trends, the technological advancements, the shift in government priorities. So basically, these all policies reflects India's journey from a highly regulated and closed economy to a more open and global integrated one, which is today fostering growth and development. So, in conclusion, I would like to say that India's foreign exchange policy since independence have evolved significantly. It has moved from a strict control to a more liberalized and market oriented approach. The country continues to navigate challenges and opportunities in the global economic landscape while striving to maintain a balance of payment. They're trying to maintain a balance between promoting the external trade and investment and at the same time safeguarding their own economic interests.